Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope that you're having a beautiful day. My name's Lisa. I'm an admin here at Indri's Vanilla Bean Group, and I wanted to show off some beans. It's one of my privileges to be able to handle the vanilla beans that we sell here at Indri Vanilla, and to do a lot of the background work, like with setting up sales and things. And when we have them, I like to go live and show off the vanilla beans because it's really fun. And then you guys can see them and kind of understand what they look like, what they smell like, or at least what we think they smell like. Anyway, so today I'm going to show off the Sri Lanka V planifolia vanilla beans. We just like a minute ago, I don't know, it's 11:46 a.m. as I'm starting this video, and at 10 a.m. my time, we launched the Sri Lanka group order. It's nicknamed Xeranthemum. It starts with an X because we're on the X part of the alphabet, our flower alphabet. Anyway, the Sri Lanka V planifolia vanilla beans are really chocolatey, dark, luscious. I just popped open this bag of them to show them off to you all, and I handed it around for my coworkers to smell, and we all made this exact face of like, just that face, just like that. They smell so good. In fact, I could probably do it again. I don't know. They're like, no, Lisa, don't again. You want to come on camera? So this is Rachel. If I can get the camera to show you. You hold the beans, I'll hold the camera.
They smell good.
They're so good.
Super good.
So that's Rachel's reaction. And we'll get around here to Jamie. Hopefully not making everybody totally sick to their stomachs. All right, Jamie, what do you think of them?
They are rich. It's a strong, deep, rich flavor, but there is chocolate in there, but you were mentioning...
I was thinking cherry. I don't always smell cherry when I smell Sri Lankan. Like in the past, I smelled more coffee, but this one, I open them up and I'm like, oh, that's a Black Forest cake. That's like a Black Forest chocolate cherry cake, maybe like a Black Forest cheesecake.
And it makes the best extract.
This stuff is so good.
I can't have favorites, but it's up there.
But
It's up there. It is so good. It's such a good extract.
Let's be honest, we really do have favorites. Vanilla beans.
We do.
We do have favorite vanilla beans.
But there's lots of really, really, really good
There's really good ones. We definitely have our top 10. I think people ask us. Oh, sorry. Let me fix my camera. Woo! Fixed it the wrong way. People ask us, "What's your favorite vanilla bean?" And oftentimes, our opinions, the people that work at Indri Vanilla, are kind of tainted by interactions that we've had with our suppliers, problems that we've had with, customs or delays. Or sometimes we've even had to deal with spoilage. This bag is looking really clean and nice. And we, of course, never, ever, ever sell vanilla beans or send vanilla beans out with spoilage. It's something that we've had to deal with internally. But anyway, so those kinds of things affect our opinion and our feelings about a vanilla bean more than just the smell or just the length or the plumpness or the final extract outcome. So what your favorites would be are not necessarily what our favorites are, but we really like Sri Lanka V planifolia, and we're not just making that up. It is such a dark, rich, beautiful vanilla bean. This is the one that we're featuring currently as the Xeranthemum group order. It's $11 an ounce, and we're only going to have it open for just this 1 week. So it will close on March 30th. March 30th, yes. Let me grab some gloves and I can pull out an ounce and show you what they look like. If you're watching live and you'd like to say hi to me, I'd love a comment. If you have a question, please pop that in there. I'm going to show off these Sri Lanka V planifolia for just a minute more, but then I did want to talk about our retail sale that we have going on the same week, because we've got both of them. We've got the group order sale and we've got a retail site, indrevanilla.com exclusive sale. So I wanted to kind of go over both of those so that you could see the differences in the way that we order and the different ways that we sell vanilla beans at Indre Vanilla. Okay, so these are the Sri Lanka Viplanifolia. So one thing about the Xeranthemum group order is that it's going to be mixed grade. That means that there's some of them, most of them will be long and grade A, 13 centimeters long or longer. They should be all mostly whole and plump, 25% moisture content, which means that they'll come across as like pliable like this. But there might be a few small ones. There might be a few kind of dry or my cute niece, when Inspector number 12, when she was a little smaller and she was still learning to talk, she called them, she was like, my fingers are all fwinkly instead of calling them wrinkly. So I still say if the beans are kind of fwinkly, that might be that they're more extract grade or grade B. And this one is not guaranteed grade A. So you can see in my hand, some of the beans are short, some of them are longer. They're just kind of all over the place. That's because they're mixed grade. So they're not going to be all guaranteed grade A, but the vast majority of them should be. I'm knocking my stuff over. So the majority of these should be grade A, but there might be some grade B or some extract grade vanilla beans mixed in. And as a reminder, the grade of the bean is an indication of the condition that the bean is in. It has nothing to do with the flavor or the usability of the vanilla bean. All of these beans make wonderful extract. They make fantastic vanilla paste. You can use extract grade beans for other things besides extract. I didn't name them. If I had, I would probably say grade A, grade B, grade C, grade D, or something like that. But there's not really an industry standard. We've kind of pieced it together from what a lot of other countries, languages, suppliers, farmers use, and we've just kind of piecemealed it together to make a grading system that is somewhat recognizable for what other people say too. So I don't know. We're calling these mixed grade. That means that some of the beans might be shorter, some of them might be longer. It'll just be kind of all over the place. Let's weigh out 1 ounce. I had pulled out 1.2 ounces in my hand, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. So this is what 1 ounce looks like. So I've been showing 1 ounce pretty much all along. This guy's just like a cute little shepherd's crook. So cute, so fun. Like I was saying with Jamie and Rachel, oh, they smell so good. These ones are dark and rich and really bold in their flavor. They're very vanilla-y, very, very vanilla forward. But then they have this absolute complex, dark richness that I was just thinking smells to me like a chocolate cherry Black Forest cheesecake. It's got a slight bit of tang. It's got this really dark chocolate roastiness that, I don't know. In the past, sometimes I've thought that they smelled more like coffee, but these ones, I'm not detecting that as much from this particular harvest. But the fruitiness is a little bit warmer, a little bit higher, and it's that cherry fruitiness. Not like cherry cough syrup. Nah, I don't like that stuff, but like real cherries, and especially when they've been like reduced down and then roasted and gotten that ooey gooey yumminess. I think I'm gonna make myself hungry. These are really, really nice. So these are the Sri Lanka Viplanifolia vanilla beans, and they again are the group order that we have going on this week. And I say that I put emphasis on the word group order on purpose because we are simultaneously this week running a retail exclusive sale. So I wanted to talk about the difference between our group orders and our retail sales. And I'm gonna pop my gloves off so that I can show you around and kind of how we do things and what's different. So group orders, they're typically more cost effective. We facilitate them and kind of advertise them and talk about them here in the group, Indre's Vanilla Bean group, and that's why we call them our group orders. We do them wholesale, and we do a bunch of cost saving measures like shipping in, rather than vacuum sealing the beans, we do most of them in Ziploc bags. It just saves us a lot of time and a lot of money in packaging and in labor costs to package them all up. So if you live in the United States and you order an Indri's Vanilla Bean group order, then you will get them in a Ziploc bag, which we have done this for years and it has always gone very well. And we also guarantee the vanilla beans. So if there's damage or spoilage while they're in transit coming to you, please just send us an email and we'll work on a replacement or a refund. Or we usually can replace the beans without too many problems. They also come in our famous purple mailers. And true story, we got purple mailers and we chose purple because they were the cheapest. So that's the history behind the purple mailers. We didn't want white because white always gets dingy, so we wanted a color, but it happened to be purple, and then now it's stuck. And now I don't know if you guys would even recognize our packages if they came in any other color besides purple. I don't know. So the purple mailers are really fun, and we do buy them by like the 10,000s of units. So we have tons of purple mailers. So anyway, group orders. They are always a Google form that you fill out. You calculate your own payment. We have a landing page on our website, and I've actually linked it up there. It's indrivanilla.com/pages/join-group-order. That is our landing page, and that's where we link all of our group orders. And so if you're wanting the best prices on vanilla beans and you don't mind slightly longer turnaround times, and you can only buy one type of vanilla bean at a time, all those kinds of things, and it doesn't come vacuum sealed. If you're okay with those things, group orders are the best way to go. They're the cheapest. Like these ones, these Sri Lanka vanilla beans are $11 an ounce right now. And if you compare that to what we can do on our retail site, you'll see a significant cost savings. So anyway, that's what group orders look like and kind of some things about them. On the other hand, as we turn the camera around, on the other side of the table, we're fulfilling our retail orders. So I asked Jamie if she would help me. So I'm going to come over here so you can see me. So Jamie, walk us through what you're doing for fulfilling a retail order.
Okay, with our retail orders a bit different than our group. Is the one thing for sure is that we vacuum seal.
Okay, so all the retail orders will come vacuum sealed.
Yes. So they're coming sealed and the ounces are labeled. Everything is specific for what you're ordering. We pick it, select the order. Yeah, and
right here, this is kind of our bulk storage, but we have storage that looks similar to that on the other side of the camera. I just don't want to reach around behind you and grab the camera right now. But like you can order anything that we have in stock on indrivanilla.com, which I've also linked up there. And you put it in your cart and you can buy multiple different varieties, as much of it as you would want, as long as it's in stock. And then we get it through our Shopify website that we have. So it's not a Google form, it's a website. And then once we get the order, we print them off and it looks like kind of like this.
So in this one, we've got Madagascar bourbon cured, 1 ounce beans, and then we also have some 3 ounces of our extract grade.
Okay, so this person ordered 1 ounce of Madagascar bourbon and 3 ounces of extract grade vanilla beans, just our generic extract grade that we have on there. And I think that the extract grade, it might be one of the cheapest varieties that we sell on the retail site, but that's like $12 an ounce. So you can see that even our premium Sri Lanka vanilla beans at $11 an ounce is cheaper than what we can typically do on the retail site. But that comes with like a little packing slip so that we know what to put in there. And then we put it in this we put them usually and ship them in a bubble mailer, assuming that we have enough in-house. Sometimes we run out of one. And so then we have to kind of stitch it together. We call that Franken-mailering, where we have to kind of piece it together.
Most of the time we have what's needed, but occasionally we have an order that's very unique in shape, size, or quantity.
Yeah.
And we need to get creative.
Yeah. And then we're sitting there like, well, I guess we're going to go pilfering through the recycling bin until we find a box that's big enough. That's never happened today. So that's kind of some of the differences between a retail order and a group order. Coming back around the other side of the camera. Yeah, let me just show you. Well, sorry, I bumped my gimbal here that I'm using. Okay, that was better. So yeah, like I've shown in the past, and this is all of our retail inventory. We have like, I don't know, I lose track, about 60 or 70 unique varieties of vanilla beans that we have available currently in stock on indrevanilla.com. And that's a lot. That's a lot of different varieties. They're all wide range of price points. We have different species, not just planifolia and tahitensis, but we've got, I don't know, we've got pompona, we've got vanilla beans from all over the world. My sister actually has a map. It's kind of buried, so I won't be able to go find it right now, but we put a pin on every location that we've got vanilla beans from, and it's pretty covered. Like the map, I mean, of course, it's all that equatorial region, so right around the equator is where vanilla beans are grown in. But we've got vanilla beans from, 70 countries or different regions and species. And then we have other things on the retail site as well. We have our cacao nibs that are super popular. We've got different types of peppercorns that are really yummy. We have some things that we hand make here. We have candles and lotion bars, and we have little oak blocks that are great for finishing if you've got extract that's gotten to the finished page, like spot, like it's hit its 1 year mark or something, and you're like, it still smells super boozy or it's really astringent to you. You can try popping in an oak block for a couple of weeks, and usually that helps it to soften up a little bit if you want to try that out. We sell things like that. My dad, Bryce Fifield, he makes a bunch of handmade items like vanilla bean cutting boards and oh gosh, we've got tons of things. And we're even working on some new products that are gonna be fun, like maybe some spice blends, which would be really cool. So that's our retail page. Our group orders are, again, the purple mailers versus the bubble mailers. That's the group orders versus the retail orders. So when we say that this is a retail site exclusive, what we're meaning is that we are not going to sell it as a group order in the foreseeable future. It means that it's probably too rare or too expensive or both for us to comfortably provide it as a group order. For the group orders, we try and choose vanilla beans that we can get a lot of because we have a big group, and that's where the most vanilla beans that we sell go through. That's the avenue that people go through. So we typically need several hundred kilograms of vanilla beans to facilitate a group order of any one variety. That's why we can't do a group order of something like Cook Islands or Comoros or, well, I mean, we did do a Comoros group order a long time ago. But I'm trying to think what else we can't do them. Mexico Pompona. We can't do a group order of that because we've only got like a couple pounds of that. And so those ones we tend to list on the retail site. And if you are a collector and you like collecting different types of vanilla beans, keep your eye on that retail site because we're putting new ones up quite frequently. I just put up a new one on Friday, and I probably will have a new one to put up later this week. So, or next week probably. Because right now we are hosting a spring cleaning event on the retail site, the bubble mailers and the vacuum seal package. That site, because we have kind of too many varieties of vanilla beans, so it's time to get them cleared out. And So we are doing a Dutch auction. And I explained this a little bit last week, but I'll just go through it again quickly. So a Dutch auction is where we have our collection of vanilla beans that are needing to be cleared out and we're going to probably take them down off of the retail site after these ones, and we'll discontinue them at least until the next harvest comes in, which might be several months more. Anyway, so we want to clear these out of the house. And so today is Monday, the 24th. And today the discount on all of the vanilla bean varieties that are in the spring cleaning collection, and I'll tell you how to find it in just a second. All of them are 5% off. Okay, so take it, it's just 5% off. But tomorrow, that discount on all of those will go up to 10%. Wednesday, the discount will be 15%. And then Thursday, you probably guessed it by now, it'll be 20% off. And then on Friday, it'll be 25% off any of the varieties that we still have left in stock. Now, we do have limited amounts. And I did say that I would try and keep you guys updated on what we have in stock and what's sold out. As of this morning when I checked, before I came out here to work. So, I mean, it's been a couple hours now since I checked. But we had already completely sold out of the Mexico Pompona V Pompona vanilla beans that we had as part of the sale. And that one wasn't too surprising. That one we started with 8 ounces, like 8 ounces of vanilla beans of that variety. So that wasn't surprising to me that one went really fast. But right now, if it's not gone already, Indonesia V Tahitensis, which is another one of the ones on the spring cleaning sale, that one was really low. So anyway, the other ones we had a little more variety or a little more inventory to begin with. So those ones are, most everything else is still in stock, but throughout the week, the discounts will go up as the inventory comes down. So you can get to do your own little balancing act and decide when is the right time for you to check it out. I did say I would tell you how to find that collection. So I linked up above in the description, I linked indrivanilla.com. That's our retail website. And on the front homepage, if you scroll down past you'll see a big picture of vanilla beans, a blue checkered cloth, and vanilla beans right in the middle of the page and our Indri Vanilla logo. Scroll down just below that, you will see spring cleaning event. It's right there linked on our homepage. And so you just click shop all or view all, and then you'll see all of the varieties that we have available as part of the spring cleaning Dutch auction event. So that's where they are at. So that's kind of the difference between group orders, retail orders. We like offering both because we all have different needs and different budgets and price points. And we love having some cheaper vanilla beans that we sell through our group orders. And we love that we have so many unique varieties of vanilla beans that we can sell. When we first started, we had like 4 that we were cycling through. It was like Papua New Guinea planifolia, Papua New Guinea tahitensis, Indonesia planifolia, and Madagascar bourbon. And that was it. And then we've slowly over the past 5 years, we've been able to add more and more unique varieties. And Sri Lanka V planifolia is one of them. And I'm so grateful because they're fantastic. They smell amazing. But the most variety that we've been able to offer is over on our retail site. So you can decide what you like, what works well for you, depending on how rare vanilla beans are, where they're grown, the cost of living in their own places, the exchange rate, and just the state of the global market. Those all play into the price of the vanilla beans. And that's why some are really expensive and some are not. Also, just how nice the vanilla beans are does play into the condition of the vanilla bean. That also plays into the price point. We do everything that we can to keep prices as low as possible, especially with our group orders. We just try and do our best there. I think I went through most everything. I kind of lose track of what I've talked about and what I haven't talked about when I'm doing these live videos. And I'm just talking to my phone here. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments. Once again, I'm not getting the comments coming up on my screen, so I'm sorry I can't respond to them real time. But we're grateful for you. So this week, again, just a quick blast as we go over. We have for our group order, the purple mailer group orders that go through Google Forms and are in the join group order now link that I put up in the description. They are Sri Lanka V planifolia, vanilla beans. They're mixed grade. So some will be short, some might be a little bit longer. They have a very decadent dark chocolate, little hint of cherry. I think that these would go really well with a brandy, with a spiced rum, or let them shine in just a simple vodka or diluted Everclear or something like that. They make wonderful, wonderful dark, rich extract. And I know that they're a favorite of at least one of our moderators. And they're definitely in our top, 10. They're in our top 95 favorite vanilla beans. We really do love vanilla beans. But these ones are super special, and we're really excited to fulfill them. And then we also, on our retail side, the bubble mailer package and the vacuum seal side, we have that Dutch auction going on all week. So check that out. And if you have questions, I will try and be online throughout the week, when I'm not sleeping or something. Heaven forbid I eat or take a shower or something. No, we'll try and be around to answer questions and kind of keep you informed of where the inventory is at. With that Dutch auction, with the spring cleaning sale, we have a few varieties that are on deck that we could add if we feel like we've sold out so much that nobody can get any variety. So if that happens, I'll try and let you know. And that would probably be Tuesday or Wednesday. If we're just watching the inventory, we're watching what's happening, and we'll update you as we know more. Oh, should I announce what's coming up in the next group orders?
That might be helpful.
That might be fun. We just finally got word. We've been waiting for vanilla beans to arrive, and we don't like to schedule the next group orders too far in advance, because if the beans don't get to us in time, we don't like to have delays. And so we like to try and open them shortly after they've arrived to us so that we know exactly what we can sell and that we can turn around the beans without any delay to you, but also have them be super fresh. So anyway, so this morning we finally made our decision for the next 4 group orders. So I can announce it. So you guys are all the first to know, you ones who are watching this live. I'm going to switch the camera around so you can see it. So we're going to be going with the blue schedule, and that means that March 31st through April 13th is going to be Madagascar bourbon. That will be nicknamed Yarrow, and that should be $7 an ounce. Then we will have on April 14th through April 20th, we're going to have wild peppercorns, the pre-order. It will be a true pre-order, and it will be, you'll be able to order as much as you want, but it'll only be available for that 1 week, and then it'll have a longer turnaround time. Then after that, we're really excited about this. This was Jamie's idea, and we're so excited. We're going to do a mother jar blend. And the goal with this one, which will open April 21st and be open through May 4th, so that's a 2-week open. The goal with that one is for you to be able to get them in time for Mother's Day. So we have a Mother's Day mother jar blend, and that will be a blend of probably 4 or 5, maybe even 6 of our most popular different varieties. That should be $7 an ounce and nicknamed Zinnia. And that will be the end of our flower alphabet that we've been doing. And then after that, May 5th through May 18th, we're going to be doing Burundi V planifolia. That will be nicknamed asparagus, and that will be the beginning of our bluey themed alphabet. So Hopefully you screenshotted that because I'm not going back. Anyway, we have so many fun things in store. We've got fun things going on right now on both sides of our business, on the group orders and on the retail page. And we sure love what we do, and we love hanging out with you all. We love chit-chatting about vanilla beans and life and all kinds of stuff. If you have questions, please put them in the comments. I'd be happy to go through them and keep an eye on that and answer that. And I have been talking for way too long, so I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Wherever you're at, whatever's going on, know that somebody out there cares about you and is hoping that you're having a great time. Anyway, we'll talk to you soon. We'll be around. We're not going anywhere too far. So please feel free to ask questions, and I hope you have a great one. We'll talk to you later. Bye.